Hello, artists, and welcome back to Art Class with Mr. Mazer. So, this week, celebrate our very last week of school. We are going to do a fun drawing. We're going to draw two kids having fun riding on a roller coaster. So, all you're going to need is a paper and a pencil to draw with. So, let's get started. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our paper turned tall. We're going to go to about the middle of the page. And we're gonna start with our first kid riding in that roller coaster. So I'm gonna make his head, start with a real simple U shape, just like that. Now this is gonna be a boy. I'm gonna draw a girl on the other side. You're more than welcome to switch it up if you wanna do two boys, two girls, however you wanna make yours, that's up to you. So after I've got my head in there, I'm gonna draw two eyes. So I'm just gonna do real simple, two lines curved down. Now for our mouth, we want to have it nice and wide, like we're screaming going down that big first hill. So I'm going to start up here and go down and up, and then curve it around. We'll do a nice big tongue down there. All right, now for ears, we're just going to do real simple curves, like the letter C and a backwards C. Now, for the boy's hair, we're going to start on the hairline. We're going to do kind of a zigzaggy line, kind of alter it, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing, kind of coming up around. Boop, there we go. We got our boy, roller coaster rider, and now we're going to make a girl. So, I'm going to start it the same way with the U shape. So, I'm going to start with a nice big U. I'm going to do two curved lines, pointed down for the eyes again. Only this one I'm going to add some eyelashes. Girls have nice long eyelashes usually. And we're going to do the mouth the same way, nice and big and wide open because we're screaming. So we're going to do a nice big curve and then go down and up, and the tongue at the bottom. Now we're going to do two ears, curved line, curved line. Now I'm going to do the hair a little bit different. I don't want it to just be all like this. I mean, if you want it to be loose and it would just be a little higher, like a girl with long hair, I'm going to do ponytails. So I think that'll look a little nicer. So I'm going to start with the hairline. And now for the hair, I'm just going to do a curved line come around. And then I'm going to do little beads here. And then the hair, the ponytail is going to kind of come up like this. Kind of look like a little flame. All right, so now we got our boy and our girl. They look like they're having fun. All right, so next we're going to make the little chest guards, kind of like that seat belt that comes down and keeps you locked into the roller coaster. So I'm going to start with a nice U underneath here. And then I'm going to trace that with another U shape and come down. All right. And we're going to put a couple little buckles and straps on here. So we're going to do two rectangles, keeping us locked in. Now, we're going to draw our hands up. As you know, when you get on that roller coaster, it's so fun. And you put your hands up, get that funny feeling in your stomach. So our sleeves are going to point up. So I'm going to draw the sleeve here. And then curve it down to the body. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Straight line, curve down. Now, my arms are going to come up. They're going to be a little bit behind the ears. And then you can pick up with it there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Find where my wrist would be. Now, if I'm going to have my hands like this and they're up, that means my thumbs are going to be pointing inward. So I'm going to point a thumb in and then do my four fingers, 3, 4. And same thing over here, thumbs pointing inward, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, our boys having fun going down the big hill, and now we're gonna have the girl do the same thing. So we're gonna start with the seat belt. So a U shape, followed by a bigger U shape, buckles. Now our sleeves, again, remember, straight line, curve down back to the body. Same thing over here. And then we're gonna start up those hands, doing them the same way. So those arms go up. I'm gonna do it a little bit past her hair so we can see where the wrist would be. And I'll do this one the same way. It's gonna go behind the hair, just like that. All right, and then we got thumb points in, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. And again on the other side, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now it looks like we're rolling on down. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna make the cart that we're sitting on. So I'm gonna start with a straight, slightly curved line. I'm gonna touch just under that seat belt, like that. And I'm gonna draw 2 straight lines down. And then curve it back and connect those 2, just like that. All right, now I'm gonna curve this around, so it's gonna go around kind of behind them. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna finish off their bodies a little bit. So I'm gonna do kind of the 2 lines straight down. This is gonna be like the back of their, sides of their shirt there. All right, so if the cart is curving around, so we're gonna do an imaginary line through, connect, imaginary line, and then bring it back around. So now it looks like they're sitting in that nice little roller coaster cart, flying down the hill. All right, so we're gonna make the little piece down here that connects to the track, just like that. Now I'm gonna draw the track next. So I'm gonna have it kind of curving off to the side here. So I'm gonna do a straight line. I'm gonna do a parallel line right next to it, just like that. And I'm gonna do one that comes this way. So straight line. Now we're gonna make this look a little bit 3D, so we're gonna do another line real close. It looks like the underside of the track. Okay. And next, I'm gonna do the track. So we're just gonna draw parallel lines. So I'm gonna draw 1, 2, so that's like that plank of wood. And I'll leave a gap, do another 2. All right, now I'm gonna continue that same way up towards the back. So I'm gonna figure where my little roller coaster track's gonna go. So if I follow this, it's probably gonna go up behind my boy's head and come up here. Now I'm gonna have a nice swirly roller coaster, so I'm gonna have it come up and go back like that. And so I'm gonna follow this one the same way. So it's gonna come behind her. I think we might see a little bit kind of coming up through the hand here. Now, if this is going back in space, it's gonna be wider and then get more narrow as it goes away. So I'm gonna start wide here and then get closer and closer until we go back here. So we're gonna get closer, 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 closer. So kind of like that. All right, so we're gonna follow the track the same way we did it here. And we're gonna follow that same guideline where it's gonna be wide and then get closer and closer as we go back. So I'm gonna start kind of wide and get a little closer, just like that. And then remember that line that follows it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna flip my paper and make it a little easier to draw. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So first the big track and get closer and closer as we go. And then that other line that follows really closely. And next we're gonna do those wood planks that are connecting. So I'm gonna start here, kind of right behind my 2 riders. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're just gonna continue that pattern all the way up. until we finish off our track. All right, and I think we are finished. So you can take your roller coaster riders. Of course, you can add any type of details that you want to this. You could change the boy girl. You could have the track actually, maybe do a loop-de-loop, draw stuff around it. It's totally up to you. So I hope you have fun with that, kids. I hope you have a great summer break full of lots of fun and adventures. We'll see you next time.